So, Ebuka Obi, you are sending a threatening message to me, right? So, Ebuka Obi, you are not ashamed of yourself. So, you are not ashamed of the atrocity you are committing in our land. Ebuka Obi, so you are not ashamed of your criminal activities in Nigeria, deceiving our women before the world, Ebuka. So, as foolish as you are, as madness as you have been showcasing on social media, disgracing our people, so you are not ashamed of yourself to mention my name. Why I never mentioned your name?
Wait a minute. Before you continue listening to what Mathias was saying, I just want to make something clear to the Mugu followers of these Babalaos who have been saying that no, Mathias has been defaming Ebuka Obi's character. My people, there is no any sense of defamation when the truth is being spoken. When we say Ebuka Obi fakes miracles, that's just the truth. It's not defaming no one's character. What Ebuka Obi does at that shrine of his, he can't do it on a neutral venue. Those are well-selected people, chosen to particularly perform to impress a certain audience, so that they can dip in the pockets of those that are unsuspecting and gullible, so that he can pull crowds in the name of him being a miracle healer. Ebuka Obi cannot heal nothing. He cannot. He does not have that power. He doesn't. He can't. All these ones that you see crawling on the ground, they are under a spell. And the majority of them are hired to perform. If we bring Ebuka Obi to a neutral ground to do what he does at his shrine, he will run away. He will not be able to fulfill what he claims to be. Continue listening.
Ebuka, look at what you are doing to your sisters. Ebuka, look at shame you are bringing to our generation to come before the world. Ebuka, look at what you are doing to your sister. Ebuka, who does this to German women in order to survive? Ebuka, the Portuguese that brought Bible and story of Jesus after slavery, who does this to any Portuguese woman in order to survive? Ebuka Obi. Ebuka, I am asking you, can you do this shit to any woman today in London, in France, in Norway, in Ireland? Ebuka Obi, why are you so wicked? Ebuka, why do you decide to practice evil on top of your people just because of money? Pepper. Why are you practicing what in Western world are not doing to their citizens in order to survive? Ebuka, these are people that are frustrated. These are people that need practical help of the government. Ebuka, you are tormenting them, manipulating them before the world, destroying their sense of reasoning, nakeding our women, hitting our women's hands on their stomachs, our married women. You are disgracing them before the world, posting it on the internet. What will this thing brought in our land? What development will this rubbish brought in Nigeria? Ebuka Obi, we have been working hard to make sure we stop this madness with truth and honest. And this threatening message you sent to me, let me clear you. Ebuka, when I visited India government house, while struggling to make sure I stop this stupidity in our land, which I must conquer. We must conquer. It was your video you did last year that when I was explaining to the minister, he didn't understand me. Until I showed one of your video to him. He was like, oh no, what is happening to this woman? She needs help. Why this young man watching her? She needs help. I told him that this is what I'm saying. This woman is praying to become successful in a nation where there is no security, in a nation where there is no light, in a nation where there is no job opportunity, in a nation where reverend and pastors lies to the citizens that what's happened in the book of Job will happen to them in 21st century. Why are you so heartless? You open your dirty, your smelling mouth, the mouth you used to rub lipstick, to say that you look at me, didn't see anything. That was scam. Scam will never pay. You will regret this in time to come.
My people, one thing I can tell you, Brother Mathias will prevail. He will conquer. This is him being uplifted. He's going to come back stronger. This native doctor called Ebuka Obi has just made the biggest mistake of his life. This is just the beginning of his ending. He must have learned from other native doctors like Jeremiah Omotofofeng. Look at how troubled that man is. Look at how humiliated and embarrassed that native doctor is. He is now going to the extent of hiring people, paying for people to attend his shrine. All the people that used to stand with him from overseas, they all departed. They all separated themselves from his occultic operations after the case of the child that he abducted, Sister Ruth Matthews' baby, and how he got arrested. This Ebuka Obi is going to learn in the hard way. There's something about the truth that they should be very familiar with. You can't stop the truth from coming out. And the truth is, these are just criminals. These pastors are not who they claim to be. They are imposters. That's why we call them Draculas, vampires. You can arrest, try to silence the truth teller, but eventually the truth will find another vessel that it will possess. And it will eventually surface. The time has come, my people. This is a revolution that cannot be stopped by a mere native doctor like Ebuka Obi. The truth that Mathias Ezeaku has been preaching about, the con artistry of this man, it will keep on and it will keep on moving around and spreading like a veiled fire. Our voices will be heard. One day is one day, my people. This is the beginning of their ending. And no one can stop reggae. They can arrest whoever that they want to get arrested, but when I look at it, it's victory in disguise. His name will be spoken about and his message will be heard. And Ebuka Obi will be disgraced. And to you, my Nigerian brothers and sisters, those that are in power, in some kind of places of influence, this is the right time for you to stand with this brother, because anything that he has ever meant for humanity was nothing but good. He has never been trying to con people the same way that Ebuka Obi and the rest of Nigerian pastors have been doing. Because these men have just been taking and taking and taking, manipulating and manipulating and manipulating, deceiving and deceiving and deceiving our mothers, our sisters, our brothers. And we have to put an end to this madness. What has been the fruitage of these prophetic shrines? What has been the fruitage of all this healing and deliverance nonsense to our people, to our economies? What has been the fruitage of all these shrines all over Africa? You can't quantify nothing. The only people that have benefited from these pyramid schemes, from these occultic shrines, are the DGOs, the overseers, the founders, as they call themselves. My people, we have to stand together in one voice and rebel against these native doctors, these forces of darkness. These are forces of darkness. Ebuka Obi is a force of darkness. Omoto for faith. In fact, all of them are forces of darkness. They will not prevail. This generation will put an end to their criminal activities. A time is coming when we will have proper leadership that can put all these criminals to order, that will put these criminals where they belong. And they belong behind bars. And behind bars there will be. A time is coming, my people. We remain hopeful. And Brother Mathias will be released and he will be victorious. Make this message spread like a veiled fire and demand justice for the release of Brother Mathias. Never allow religion to divide us. We might not agree with what he stands for in as far as the belief systems are concerned, but he has been fighting a good cause. He has been standing for the right cause that most of you can't stand for. He has been trying to protect our African brothers and sisters from these vouchers. With that being said, I'll check you out on the next episode of the Enlightenment series. It's Mr. PDT.